agreed with. Okay, what's
So
this?
I put
I
it,
agreed. I agreed with the owner that the commission is 3/4 of the monthly rent plus tax, and then there is additional $100 plus tax, moving inspection fee, and then all agreed by the owner.
No, so this is so this document, William, shows that GST that we charge to the customer.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But we need document that we are paying GST to you. You see, when we pay GST to you, then we have a right to claim it from the CRA. But CRA will ask you, do you have a document that you paid actually this GST to?
So that part I never heard and never produced invoice or something like that before. So
yeah,
that
so William, like I said, this is a Government of Canada website, right?
Yeah.
And it says that as a supplier, if you invoice requirements for suppliers made to GST Registrant, you are GST Registrant, right? Because you have a GST. So it says you have to give customers who are GST Registrant.
Okay,
we are GST Registrants. We're your customers.
I have two questions. Number one is that I understand what you're talking about. Okay. Number one is that we have to define whether I'm your supplier or I am the kind of the general contractor hired or linked with a brokerage company, that one. Number two is that, like I said, I have been the realtor over 10 years and no brokerage company asked me to provide the invoice or something like that because they never called me suppliers. They just
Maulia, they always write a statement each month, like to landlord.
We are sales representative, and we are representing the company basically because we have the what do you say the
so maybe
I can show you, but mostly they just give me the every year end of the around February or March, they provide me all my 3 or 4 sheets. Number one is all my expenditure sheet. Sometimes they collect collect the fee for the board, okay, in the company. So they show me what is my expense to the company. And then number two is what is the earning, my commission earning from the company. And then and then number three is the T4A slip, right? So they give a package every February or early March. That is a little bit confidential, but I do you want to see now or do you want?
Yeah.
Okay, then let me share my screen then. Okay. So I will stop other screen and then I will share my. Okay, let me find it first and then I will share it with you. Just one sec. Seagate company realtor admin.
Because Mauliet, if you ask in agents to put like this invoice, agents always unfair. They're gonna always ask more than they entitled to. Not William, but others.
Yes, but if we want to claim this tax from CRA, Natalia, we need some sort
but I know like maybe 5 realtors I ask now in other companies, they all saying they never write invoice.
Okay, let me share this one then.
It's a big company.
They turn to
XP Realty, they have like
share
GST number.
Yeah, that is my GST number, of course.
Okay, so we need document something like that. I mean, I understand that the company, maybe Oleg can produce invoice for William, Natalia.
Yeah, but actually, maybe it's don't need because he cannot work without us.
William,
he cannot
William
work
just showed. William, you just showed the document where your GST number is located, right?
Yeah, but that's true. But I agree with Natalia. But why every single agent now it is okay because we have a couple of the agents. But for example, if you have 100 agents, then all individual 100 agents just prepare the invoice for each deal. For example, if I make the
No,
100 deals
it
per
doesn't
deal,
have to be an invoice. It can be a statement like you showed to me right now.
this
But
one
it
is
should be-
this one is generated from the company, not me.
So that's why I'm saying that maybe maybe Alec can do the invoice, or we can call it statement or whatever. We just need some document so that we can claim GST from the CRA.
You
Whatever.
But
mean
we
you
have
want to
we
claim
have
the
agreement with William, independent contractor, where he put his GST number and his signature. So isn't it enough? Like
No, it's not.
testified his.
It's not enough because when we pay him commission, some document needs to show how much GST we paid to him.
So that one should be done by the kind of deal sheet or any Excel spread, right? As a conveyance. That's why we should have a conveyancer. That is conveyancer's job, basically, not the agent job. We just do our jobs, and all the records go to the conveyancers or admin office, and they just collect and they verify whether the commission amount that the agent is asking is correct or not. And everything is done. Then they sent it to you as an accountant because you are the final guy who just execute the deal and then send the money or they release the money, that kind of thing.
Maulet, we did one last year, 25 sales deals. I did this conveyancer job. Maybe you didn't do it, but I did. It's called statements. That's what it is. Yeah.
If you want us to claim GST from,
But you know how much it's more documents, right? It's a lot of documents each time.
okay,
So
then we will not
one
claim
thing,
GST from CRA.
one thing, I'm a little bit confusing, but yeah, I am collecting GST for my commission,
Yes.
and then I just report to the CRA, and then I just file the GST, me, not the company, right? So I am collecting the GST. So I'm the guy who have to report it to the CRA and then pay the GST to the CRA. Of course, I have to plus minus. There are some expenses that I spent. So plus minus, and I just file the net amount of the GST to the company, to the CRA, right? So I'm the guy who collect the GST, and I'm the guy who file to the CRA about my GST.
Yes.
So company don't collect the GST. I am collecting the GST, right?
No, we collect from client and we pass your portion to you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So you pass the GST to me, to the agent. So it is my liability to the file the GST to the CRA, the correct amount, based upon the T4 or the documentation provided by the company.
I think, Maulet, because you're right, it's not like, because every time a little bit different dynamic, each agent works on a deal, right? If I ask
let me ask
agent every time to put invoice, 3 agent will claim 65%. As I always want more.
Yes, I think
we never
William's
can
question
agree
is
on
different.
amount.
Natalia, can you let me speak, please? I think William's question is different. He is asking if he's paying the GST to the government. Why do we need these documents? So in your example, when you collect GST and then you said you're remitting net GST, right? So how do you calculate that net GST? You subtract your expenses, right?
Of course, yeah.
Yes. So for Natalia's company, she needs to subtract her expenses. She also needs to remit GST, but net GST. So her expense will be GST that we pay to you.
Sorry, come again. So her expense, come again.
Yeah. Her expense. So whatever we pay to you, the commission is her expense. So when she needs to remit her GST, she remits net GST. The net GST is GST that she collects from customers, from tenants, and then when she pays you, she deducts that.
So that beyond my capability, I think, frankly speaking, because I don't know if I collect. Okay, the commission goes to the company first, and then it will come back to me because actually every deal was done under the company broker's name, right? But I am designated agent, So the relationship is quite very what can I say, weird or some special. So basically, I don't know. The commission, as for me, it is my revenue, right? If I want $10,000 commission plus GST, the $10,000 is my revenue, but I don't know whether that $10,000 also goes to revenue of the broker's company. I don't know about that because the money simply goes through the company, but finally that goes to the designated agent as a final guy who reported as a revenue. Otherwise, we have to file revenue two times. The company say that $10,000 is the company revenue, and I also filed that $10,000 is my revenue. Actually, there are only $10,000 revenue in reality, but it looks like there are two times double $20,000 revenue. That does not make sense for me.
Yes. So to answer your question, so in this example,
Yeah.
let's say Natalia's company collected $10,000.
Right. Yeah.
So $10,000 is her revenue, and then out of that $10,000, she pays you $4,000.
Oh, okay. That is another story. That's what I'm saying exactly. So my idea is that if the total commission is 10,000, but there is a deal between the company and me, the commission split. So for example, 8,000 is my commission, and $2,000 goes to the broker's company as the commission split. Then that $2,000 is company's revenue, and $8,000 is my revenue. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So basically, in that situation, I know that the $2,000 the GST for the worth of $2,000 goes to the company, and then you have to file the GST for $2,000. And as for me, I have to file the GST for the $8,000 revenue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but they don't, even in that situation, I don't have. Okay, that is one issue. That one is clear. The main issue or the other issue that I cannot understand is that do I have to write the invoice for my commission 8,000 every time whenever there's a deal? And I don't think that is necessary. That is my
No, but see,
issue.
William, if in this example, if we collected $10,000 and then out of that 10,000 we pay 8,000 to you,
Yeah.
this is an expense to Natalia's company.
No. Why it is expensive? The expense is, for example, you create the for the printing or copying or any other courier services, or that kind of thing can be your expense. But $8,000 is not your expense, I think. So your net revenue from the beginning based upon the contract, because of the contract clearly say that the commission split is 80-20, something like that, every year, or depending upon the situation, the commission split is 80-20. That is under the contract that I signed when I joined the company, or in the authority to lease, something like that. So your commission from the beginning is only $2,000, not $10,000. You are just simply collecting the money as an interest account, but actual your revenue is only 2,000, and actual my revenue is 10,000. Your pure expense is the additional cost. For example, you make a phone call, or you just send a courier services, printing, copy. If there are any additional that kind of cost, you charge me. For this deal, there are $10 extra cost. And then, like I showed you in the paper, the company always show what is my expense in yearly basis.
Yeah.
Then plus GST. Then I collected as my expense in my own business. So that is how it works.
Yeah, he is right, Mauriet, because we have trust agent trust account, right? So we never put it to our account. We put it his portion to his trust account.
Yeah, I mean the owner's portion only hold in trust account, because in trust account is nobody's account. It's not company
No,
account.
but,
That is stakeholders account.
Yeah, Natalia, you see, when we send a statement to the landlord, we show that $10,000 is received as a revenue by FSR. We don't say that, you know, and we also show
But it's a different because it's a law. Always client is company client by the law because of real estate laws, right? They want me to be responsible for whatever William does. That's for that reason.
And that's why you see, okay, let me show you this on the screen, the statement that we're sending to the landlord, so that you guys see it on your screens as well.
But